Good morning, everybody. I'm gonna be real quick. The three people is enough here for me to start off with. I got a few things I'm gonna say, and then my niece still here with me, so I didn't come on yesterday. I've been busy with the children. We're gonna talk for a few minutes because she's interested in talking on some few subjects too. So I don't know if anything else going on right now. I've kind of been missing my lives. I was trying to see if anybody know. I see you, so and I see everybody up in the sky. Come on down and hit the like button. I'm gonna turn this music off in a minute so I can kind of search around. I don't see nobody. Where my chat at? But I see the people. Oh, I see right there. Maybe. No, that's not it. Let me see something here. Let me turn this music off now. Let me see what's going on. Hey, y'all up there in the sky. Give me a second. Trying to get this gadget going over here. And see. Good morning, Phenomenal. Good morning to Soap. Good morning, Pilot. Oh, this is going so slow. You know, which reminds me, I'm gonna say something real quick. I'm over the weekend, whenever I was average to get in somebody's bushes, I'll be up in the sky. I went over to Meet Magazine, and he was also talking about how the YouTube is saying everybody is offending or margin of people. And I said, and he's not getting all his notifications. They're not getting the ones from him. And he's saying he's gonna be quitting YouTube in 2020. He said, but there's other YouTubers, you know, making money. And when he was saying all that, it reminded me of myself, y'all. Everybody not getting my notifications. I'm not getting all the notifications like I normally do. And most of my videos are staying yellow, saying that I am saying something that's offended a margin of people, and I am not doing anything different. You get what I'm saying? So when he said that, I said, oh, wow. You know, something must be going on for real. You know, so it ain't just me, and it ain't just the smaller YouTubers, y'all. I'm assuming it's everybody. Good morning, Janelle. Paulette. I think, okay, spoke to the ones that came down in the chat so far. I see everybody in the sky. Y'all thumb this up. Yeah, because I ain't gonna be on here long, begging for the likes. Y'all thumb it up, drop it in the drugs if you want to. But so I kind of was in the air, and I was also in Deanna Bush's yesterday morning. I think, yeah, yesterday morning when she was talking about somebody had died in an apartment. Some lady was in her apartment with her dead husband, and the body, you know, was what do you call that? Got my niece in my decomposing. And I don't know how anybody can sit in there and smell that. And I was also in those bushes I was in, because whenever I got a chance to jump in somebody's bushes, I jump in there for a minute or two. I see everything just going on. I see QB from where I'm here on the streets. Took Trade home, and Trade got upset, tried to take some money from him, or whatever. But we're not going to get stuck on all that right now, because we're going to do something totally different, because with my niece, she ain't into all this YouTube to know who all this is and all that. That's a different story. I'm going to let her start with what she want to talk about right now. Go ahead, niece, while I go heat my coffee. She finna take off, and and just speak up loud enough. If you go I'll be back, y'all. She finna start talking while I go heat up my coffee.
Good morning, everybody. First, I'd like to start off by saying there has been a lot of deaths lately. I don't know if I'm the only one that recognizes it, but it has been like a lot of deaths. For one, we have the wonderful YouTuber Nicole THEA passes away. She passed away along with her unborn child. Then we have Zinzi Mandela, who has passed away from breast cancer. And then we also have um Lil Marlo, who's an Atlanta rapper who was fatally shot and passed away. It has just been like a lot of deaths lately, so make sure you guys stay safe and everything out here. But what's crazy to me is with all these deaths going on, they never tell you what the cause necessarily. Like John Travolta's wife passed away from breast cancer, but Rico THEA passed away, and nobody says anything about how, but there has been a lot of cases of there has been a lot of cases though of um there has been a lot of cases of African American women just randomly dying while they're either pregnant or during childbirth, which I find just very interesting because I know the other day there was a I don't know, I forget the name, forgive me, but there was another guy who was making a GoFundMe for this woman that he really loved. I don't know if they were married or if that was his girlfriend, but she was pregnant, and during childbirth she passed away. And when I read more about it, I think he said that, oh wow. And Elvis's grandson passed away yesterday as well. Yes. It's just been a lot of deaths. It's very devastating. Um yeah. And then not only that, we still have the August Alsina situation, and he kind of popped off on Kiki, y'all. He popped off on Kiki, which I know is crazy. Like it's just bad, and everybody's been coming for him and everything like that. Honestly, this is gonna y'all could put your inputs in. I don't think that when he made his comments on Twitter about Kiki Palmer, I don't think, I mean, he did it, but I don't feel as if his anger and all his hurt was necessarily directed to her. It was I don't think that his anger and stuff was necessarily directed towards her. It was just the fact that, well, it was just mostly the fact that he was hurt. I knew for one that August Alsina, I love August Alsina. Ever since he bid first and came out back in like 2014, I've always been a huge fan. And I know for a fact when he was doing his life stories and his documentary and stuff, and he was speaking on Jada Pinkett Smith, I knew he was telling the truth. What would he have to lie for? August is a grown man. What would he have to lie for that he had this entanglement with Jada Pinkett Smith? And the fact that she just now wants to acknowledge the fact that that they did have something going on. And not only that, I just feel as if Jada took advantage of August, and when he was speaking his truth about the situation, everybody was looking as though he was lying or something. And so now since he and so now yes, exactly. Simply Jim. I love August too. Ever since I found his covers as well, I've always been a huge fan. That is my whole man. Exactly the soap. She did take advantage of him. And I just felt back to what I was saying, and um I just felt as if now it's like, okay, everybody was looking at August as if he lied or something, which is not the case at all. Why would he have to lie about what him and Jada Pinkett Smith had? It just now it's coming to the light, and now she wants to confess that they did have some intimacy. So now it's like, okay, and then to top it off, everybody seeing recognizes and is acknowledging the fact that he was telling the truth, and so he's already been through a lot. And then Kiki decides to throw shade. I know she just said, yeah, that was me in the picture, and yes, and I know she just said like a comment where she was all like, yes, that was me in the picture, but August was never my man. And I just felt as if it was low key shade, because why did you even have to say it like that? Yes, exactly, Simply Jim. I don't like how they tried to lie at first either. And so how could you expect anyone at all really, to just be comfortable and to just be accused and have all these assumptions and accusations about themselves. And now, since one of the people finally want to tell the truth, it's like y'all been coming for August. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel as if it was necessarily, when Kiki made her comment, all of his frustrations and everything was directed towards her. I think it was just the fact that he was just so done with everybody completely. He was just over the whole situation, and it's like, stop talking about it.
Hey everybody, I'm back. I was in here making my coffee. I had to heat it up. This is my niece. She got several subjects she want to talk on. Did you already talk about Mandela's wife?
Yes, his daughter passed away.
Whatever subject, just go ahead. And I'm gonna start dropping the link for anybody want to come on here and discuss some of her subjects. She gonna name all what subjects that she gonna talk about besides the ones she's talking about. If y'all want to hop on here with her and give y'all input, feel free to do that. Okay.
Yes. August read her comments and had misplaced her anger. Yes, that is true. I agree with that. I agree with what everybody's saying about August. He took it the wrong way, which I agree. He took it the wrong way, but it's just like it should have kind of never happened to begin with. Like Jada Pinkett Smith, she should have never lied to begin with, because now not only did you hurt August because he actually caught real feelings, but she also ended up hurting Will Smith. And I watched the Red Table Talk, and there's been a lot of different, it's been a lot of back and forth stuff. Like some people are saying, oh, well, that's messed up. He seemed hurt during the interview. And then you have other people that is saying, and then you have other people that are saying, well, didn't he mess around with other females? But the moment she does it, it's a problem. So I see both sides of the situation. Yes, she has been denying it. Yeah, I think, yes, and I agree, 90s Flower Child. I agree that they were both wrong in their entanglement. But August was just grown enough to admit it way back when that there was an entanglement. Jada Pinkett Smith just now waited to say, oh, well, there was, we did mess around. But before, you made him go on um telling the truth, and everybody is looking at him as if a liar or something. And so, yes, I agree. They were both wrong for what they did. However, Jada was wrong for let it to go on for as long as it did. Like, why did she just now tell the truth? Like, you could have been and spoke up, because now you had people for the longest time thinking that he was just crazy. His new music and stuff dropped, and people in the comments is like, okay, well, did you really mess around with Jada? Well, I don't believe you, and stuff like that. And so as if he was lying and stuff, which I didn't offer really care for like that. Because don't play. Like, if you messed around and if you actually did something, just confess it. Just be honest. Just stay true to it. Be like, yeah, you know what, we did have something, but it's over now. And yeah, that's true. They always had an open marriage. Speaking of dating and relationships and stuff, I have this topic here that I seen somebody posted, and it says a man has to love his woman more than she loves him in order for the relationship to work. A man has to love his woman more than she loves him in order for the relationship to work.
That's another subject you want to speak on?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
That was it. A man has to love his woman more than she loves him in order for the relationship to work. Now, do you guys agree or disagree with that? For me personally, I feel like it's 50-50. In order for a relationship to work, two people first have to love each other. If we're talking still on Will and Jada, I believe they both loved each other at one point. I don't know. For me personally, they did have an open relationship, but it's like how does that work? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it is it is it I don't know. Like, in order for
You do have to love each other, and you got to have that trust. You really got to have trust
yes,
in a relationship.
you do, and it's not one sided necessarily. I kind of agree with the statement a man has to love a woman more than she loves him in order for the relationship to work, because it is so easy for women to love. I don't know, it's different for males, guys, and girls, but it's very easy for a woman to love. And honestly, I feel as if women do what men, how do I place this? How do I word this? Women are going to act accordingly to how a man treats them, which means if you do a woman right, a woman will do you right back. It's not 100% guaranteed, but that is mostly what happens.
And this is coming from the opinion of my niece, guys. I think she's very mature for her age. But us women do tend to wear our heart on our sleeve more than men.
Yeah.
You know, men don't fall in love as easy as that. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, that's basically what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Men don't fall as easy as in love as women do.
And a man gonna treat you the way you allow him to treat you.
Yeah.
Because you can't go into a relationship doing one thing and then in the middle when you get tired of doing it, you want to switch, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep going. This is your
and hold up. Click
okay.
This. And when men actually fall in love, you got it. But a man is going to cheat if he wants, regardless. Men act right for the women he wants to act right for. Exactly. Thank you, Simply Jim. That is basically what I'm trying to say. A man is going to do what he's going to do. It's just women are only going to tolerate it in a certain
Show yourself, Diamond Dory. I don't know for sure if that's you, baby girl. Say something. Okay, I see you, Lady Detroit. Let's see. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Diamond Dory, is that you? You know you can show yourself for a second, but go ahead. I'm just trying to make sure these are the right people.
What is your niece's name, Bless?
Jade.
I'm sorry?
Jade.
Jade, you are doing an awesome job, baby girl. Just wanted to tell you.
And
Good morning. It's me, Ma.
Yeah, I kind of figure, yeah.
I think what you was trying to say.
I'm controlling the panel too, y'all, because I'm moving around and doing some things too for her little 9-year-old brother there. So for her age, she's very mature. So y'all can go ahead and interact with her as I'm moving around. I'm gonna keep jumping in and out. Go ahead.
Yes.
All right.
I think what you were saying was absolutely correct about August. A lot of people keep saying misinformation. August has said several years ago that he slept with Jada, but everybody keeps saying this came out recently to promote his album.
Yes.
I heard it about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yes.
So it's not anything new. I don't know why everybody's acting so shocked and surprised. And I think Will Smith was just angry that it got out.
Simone.
I don't think he was hurt.
I mean, Lady Troy, excuse me. You are so accurate. You took my commentary. I really don't have anything to say about that part. You're on track about the promoting the album.
You know, men get embarrassed when their women cheat on them. They can do whatever they want to us, but when it's done to them, a lot of times they do leave. Like he said, he wanted to leave her. But from my understanding, he was out there doing what he wanted to do also. So, you know, I don't know. It sounded like it was a little of both stepping outside of their marriage to me.
Yeah.
So Diamond Dory, you think that he decided to start talking now because of the album? Is that what you said?
Absolutely. I mean, my son is a junior in college. August hasn't been popping, for 3 years, 4 years now? Everybody in the industry knows that Will and Jada have always had an open relationship. Look at their children. Okay, let's start there.
Okay.
You know, and I can say for a fact that they have an open relationship. They've always had one. I'm gonna flip something that I want to put on the table. We all look at Alicia Keys like, oh my God, she's awesome, a woman's worth. Do you know what Alicia Keys did with Switch Beat?
I know what she did.
I do
I
not
didn't
respect her. How are you going to sit at another woman's table knowing you are having intercourse with her husband?
That
And
part.
talking about a woman's work. I mean,
Yes.
woman's work. And we all say, yeah, girl, go. No, you're a hoe.
Yes.
No,
Excuse
you
me,
know,
Mom.
Alicia hasn't been the same ever since that came out. Somebody snatched her voice,
Mm,
somebody snatched her soul, and
yeah,
somebody snatched her fans because Alicia has never been the same after what she did to
yes.
his first wife,
No.
his second wife. That was terrible what she did to that woman. I can't think
Yeah.
of her name. It's Mel. I'm gonna
Uh,
Google it real
it
quick.
slipped my mind too. And the break bread
It
lady
started with
Detroit.
an M.
Yeah.
Melinda, something like
I
that.
think it's Maisha.
Melinda,
Yeah, something like that.
yeah.
My
It's
some
something
kind of
along
a
those lines.
combination name. But how can you break bread?
Mashawn. Thank you, Janelle. It's
Who
I
Mashawn.
agree.
Let me
Mashawn.
see.
I agree. How can you sit with yourself, let alone live right, and when you're doing something like that?
Oh, she's beautiful.
I don't know.
But who
It's
is you
just
guys talking about right now? Alicia who? Say that again. Simone,
Alicia
I'm passing
Keys.
by. I'm hearing. What about Alicia?
Alicia Keys. We were talking about Will
Alicia
and
Keys.
Jada.
Oh, yeah, don't you?
And I
Yes,
kind of
yes.
flipped it a little bit because everybody knows they have a commentary, and Lady Detroit said she hit it right on the head. She said, it's the producer's album. Will's ego just got, a little bit touched, okay? Boo hoo hoo.
yeah.
The real
That's all it was. That's all it
Yeah,
was.
because you could tell by the way he said, no, tell what really happened. And then he said an entanglement. You know, you could tell that he wasn't really here for the choice of words she was using, but he had to play along with it. You know, Will looks kind of embarrassed to me. But my thing
Yeah.
is, she took all the heat because, from my understanding, Will has been out on the streets. They showed a picture of him with some. They said he was with the white lady in Australia,
and a
and
man.
then they said some biracial woman I saw about a year and a half ago that he was with heavy. And they were showing pictures that did not look very promising. So I don't know. I just think their marriage
They're
that they have
bisexual,
on
Yeah.
Detroit.
I feel like it goes like you said with Will messing around with other girls. It goes both ways. It goes both ways. And if you know that you're getting in a relationship, I feel as if you can't have an open relationship like that and then it only goes one-sided. You know, like you can't say, okay, let's have an open relationship and you're allowed to mess with whoever you want to mess with, and then I'm gonna just stay with you all the way type
Can I
thing.
say something? May I say
How does
something?
that? Huh?
May I say something?
Yes, you can.
And this is for anybody that wants to get into the entertainment business. It is Babylon. Okay?
Yeah.
It is Babylon. I'm serious. So be spiritually grounded before you even step in there in that arena.
Yes.
Because even down to Jay-Z and Beyonce,
Yeah.
who we look at as like a couple goals, okay? It took them a long time to get there.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking from personal experience, whether people believe me, don't believe me, I'm not really here for all that. I'm just trying to give some really solid advice. And you have a beautiful head on your shoulders. You sound very grounded. You're intellectual. You're humble. I notice all those qualities about you. So you were definitely raised right. Bravo, Mom bless. So, I just wanted my spirit told me to tell you all, if you want to get in the entertainment business, trust me, it's Babylon. You do not have to have intercourse to sign a deal.
Yes.
You do not have to sell your soul to sign a deal. There's a reason why Mace became a preacher. Okay? I won't disclose that, but there's a reason why he left Bad Boy Records and became a preacher.
Yeah.
Okay? And it wasn't for the right reasons. It was to cleanse his soul for some things. Okay?
Excuse me, Daria. Walking through. Who we discussing right now?
I was saying Mace, Mace the rapper.
I don't know.
Mace the rapper.
I don't know who that is.
She was on Bad
But
Boy Records. Y'all
We
know
should
Mace.
stay on topic because she had her subjects.
she don't
Yeah, I
know
am.
who
I'm
Mace
saying
is.
this is
I
what
don't
I'm
know who that
saying to
is
you.
either.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I thought she was
I'm on topic. I'm gonna bring it back in.
I'm gonna say,
I'm gonna reel it
we
back in.
know who he is, Dory, but I don't think they know.
What I'm saying is that
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that we're talking about Will and Jada, right? We're talking about
Yeah, and whatever, yeah, because
Yes.
we don't know Mace is. She got
Right.
kind of startled on it too, because
No,
Okay.
I understand completely what you're saying.
Okay,
I do.
thank you.
I get
Yes.
it.
Yeah, and I apologize for the way I do my commentary. I kind of veer left and I'll bring it back in. The point
Yes.
I'm making
I
here.
don't mind it at all.
Oh, thank you. A lot of people do. Thank you. That was nice. Yes, we are.
Yes.
Well,
That's
I
I get what
understand.
you're
Thank
saying,
you.
Dory. You just saying it's a whole different ball game once you go into the entertainment industry in so many words. And I agree with
Yeah.
you. Just like you look at their kids. I personally I don't care for Jada because I don't like how she sits up there
you
in front
kind
of
of
her
messing up,
mother.
Lady Detroit,
Am I? Am I still messing up?
just a little bit.
Okay. I
What
don't
was
like
you saying about Jay Z? Okay. Let me move. Let me move my
Jay
niece. Y'all
Z.
be quiet. I'm finna move.
Oh,
Go
Jay
ahead.
Z and Beyonce.
Yes.
Oh
Let
my
me move,
God.
y'all. She said, "Auntie."
My
she's
bad.
Oh,
using
I
as an
mean,
example.
yeah, I was using an
Continue.
example because I
Yes.
mean, I can tell some stories that were in the tabloids that I know were true, but
Yeah.
they went through heck and hell to get where they are.
They did.
But it takes, but now back to the marriage. This is what's going to tie it in.
Mhm.
Okay, so there's 2 points I was making. You want to get an entertainment business, you do not have to sell your soul. It is definitely Babylon. Please believe me.
Yes.
Okay, I left because my spirit couldn't take it anymore.
Yes.
All right. And
Mhm.
secondly, in a marriage, if you put God first, and even if you're an atheist, have some type of moral compass in your relationship, and it will last. A
Yes.
man cannot teach it. Let me put some things out here, okay? We have
Yes.
this fallacy in our head, okay, that we can teach our sons how to be a man. No, we cannot. We cannot. A
Yeah.
woman cannot teach a man how to be a man. And I'm bringing this back in. It's about marriage. My husband and I have an amazing relationship because I support him. I don't tell him what a man should do. He does not tell me what a woman should do. If I
Yeah.
see him slipping, I pick him up. He sees me slipping, he picks me up. Period.
Yes.
You have to know your role in a marriage, communication. We pray every night together before we go to bed. We do not close our eyes without praying together. So you have to have foundation because I'm telling you all, when times get hard, you better have a strong foundation you can look over your shoulder and say, baby, we've been here, there, and everywhere. And we made it. So
Yeah.
that is what makes a relationship a strong foundation. My husband could cheat on me. Y'all may think this is wild. I'll forgive him once. He does it again, he's out this house. We'll go to counseling. I won't just let him back in so easily. But we've been through so much. I'm not gonna throw my
Yeah.
marriage away because he fell weak to the flesh.
Yes.
If he keeps doing it, and he's got a problem. He need to go be with
Yeah.
who he's with. So you see, it's about foundation. What is your foundation? What is your moral compasses in your home? And that's what's going to make your relationship work. The reason why I think Will and Jada is because when you're having intercourse with people, you are picking up so much different spiritual. Oh Lord,
Yeah.
okay. And you having all them spiritual entities in your relationship from this man, this woman, this man. It was doomed to fail. You can only play around with God too much before he knocks you on your knees. Now they're embarrassed.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for putting your advice in. It was really good.
Thank you. It was
I
nice
think
meeting
I
you.
think Dory gave some good advice, and that's Dory. Some women will not take a cheating husband. I personally will not.
Mhm.
I mean, that's just my experience.
Yes.
I married, like I explained the other day, I married my first husband when I was 21. Our child was 2
Oh.
years old. I got married very young, and my husband was a lot older than me. So my husband would
Yeah.
play a lot of games and do a lot of different things. And then when I finally got wise, it took me only a couple years to get wise. I was done. So it's only what you allow in a relationship. And I think they had agreement because I actually believe Jada's true love is Tupac. I was watching another video
Yeah,
today and she was showing how they were showing the letters that she wrote to Tupac and how Tupac had wrote to someone else and said he was in love with two women, and it was Jada and the lady Keisha he married. And I think
Too
hmm
bad.
that even Will has said he's had to always compete with Tupac, even though we all know Tupac is deceased now. So
yeah,
my thing
they,
is they had some type of agreement going on, and they
yeah,
thought that it was going to remain quiet and they were going to look like this fairy tale couple, black couple to the world. And when August really this time busted
yeah,
it out and let it be known, they couldn't hide behind those smoke and mirrors anymore. They had to come out and talk. And I believe
yeah,
that's what it's about.
yeah.
So I agree with you on
I
that.
believe, yes. I agree as well. Now, I'm only 17, so I've never been married or nothing like that. But I
Right.
would say for myself as well in the future, I don't think personally I could have a cheating husband either. Be I can't have a cheating husband either because I don't know, like I just feel as if he did it before, he can do it again. And yes, I agree with what Dory was saying about having a foundation and loving each other, and how she's and her husband will be able to look past those things because of their history and stuff together. But to each his own, you know.
Exactly.
And put a little input in. I'm coming back. Lady Troy, you just said something that years ago I didn't understand. I remember years ago one of my sister's husbands got killed. And even years later, she was saying she still love him. Man, when you just mentioned, I think you said that Will said he thought he still was fighting Tupac. I get what you're saying. Women can still be in love. It's like you fighting with a ghost, so to speak. So when you said that, it took me back. She said that, I was thinking, wow, I guess it can't be like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
he probably didn't feel like he still was in competition. She probably always threw up and talked about some memories. He did it like this, he did it like that. And you do find yourself competing. So that was very interesting when you said that. It took me back when she said that because I didn't understand it back then when that happened, but I understand it now. And my niece is sitting right here by me. She's very mature for her age. This one I was telling y'all about just graduated high school. And
Congratulations, baby
she's looking
girl.
at the colleges and everything right now. Yeah, she'll be 18 soon. And yeah, so and she's very smart, and so she's interested in the YouTube. And when I heard her talking on topics, me and her sit up and talk, right? I said, yeah, you know, talk about whatever you want to talk about. And I'm coming back and forth, back and forth. And a minute ago, she said, hey, I started taking over. So I'm going to shut up now and give it back to her. Going out here, but I'm going to be dropping a link. I'm going to be back and forth. She knows what she's doing. And then she know about most of the subjects I don't know about. She really do. I don't be, well, I'd be up to date. Let me take that back, but not as much as she would be, I'm assuming. Okay, go ahead. Let me go put some cream in my
Well,
coffee.
You said your name is Jade.
Yes.
Okay, Jade. Have you ever had a boyfriend or someone that you really like?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So did you end up breaking up or how'd that go?
I end up well, I'm a very this is going to make me sound bad, but I'm the type of person, I'm very I could be very flirtatious at times with
Me too.
yes, with everybody. But if I really genuinely like a guy or catch feelings for him and we put a title on it, then I'm gonna be only loyal to you, and all that flirtatious
Right.
stuff with other people is gonna go away. But I ended up having to break up with him. I never said necessarily that we're breaking up. I just kind of blocked him and never talked to him again. So if
Okay,
that
this is
answers
why I
your
say that.
huh?
Because you are young. This is why I say what I'm saying. Because you are
Yes.
young and you should enjoy life right now. Don't let any
Yes.
I try to talk to young people because don't make the same mistakes I did when I was young. When I was
Yes.
young, I had my mother, she told me, you're young, date, do this, do that. When I was in high school, I went with the captain of the football team. I was with him forever. Then I went to college and got with another guy and then ended up getting pregnant at 19 with my son. And so I say date and enjoy yourself at your age. When you go to college, because you're going to
Yes.
be in Louisiana, is that where they said you're going to school?
Yes.
You're going to be down there and you're going to have a blast.
Well,
A
I'm trying to
blast.
talk her to stand down here first, and I already told her what you basically said. I had already told her, don't get with the first guy that wants to whisper sweet
Exactly.
nothings into your ear. I want you to finish college first. I'll talk to her like that. Okay, I'm
But
moving
I
again.
graduated from college. Even though I had a baby young, I have 3 degrees. So a baby doesn't stop you, but I'm not encouraging you to have one either. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is you're going to go down to college, you're going to have you a blast, and always stay focused, which I always did. Even though I was pregnant, I stayed focused. I came home. I went to Michigan State University. I had to come home when I had my baby. But even then, I went back. I went to the off campus of Michigan State. So
Yes.
always stay focused in your studies, and then you date and you decide around what age you want to get serious with the man, and then you decide and go from there. Don't just focus at your age into one person. Enjoy your young life because you only have one. And I
Yeah.
tell everyone that, those are things that if I could go back, I would have done differently. I
Yes.
flirted. I had a boyfriend, and we broke up when I went to college because I was just never home in the dorm, and he would get mad at me. I would be
Yeah.
out partying. So,
Yeah.
and you have a very level head. So I just want to say that to you. And also,
Thank you.
the topics are so mature. So I can tell, you really are a very mature young lady, and that's awesome.
Thank
And
you.
you want to speak on the deaths also? I was so
Yes.
sad that Kelly Preston died of breast cancer. I saw
Yeah.
that.
Yes, I did see it. It was very sad. She was a very sweet lady and very pretty from, what I've seen, what John Travolta posted about her and stuff. And I also wanted to acknowledge the death of Rico Thea, the YouTuber who was pregnant with her unborn child, and they both just randomly died. But from what I've heard, it's been a
Uh-huh.
lot of but from what I'm heard, it's been like a lot of cases of African aware American women dying while pregnant and while birthing their child, which people have been saying has been acts of racism and things like that. So what do
And
you
I'm
think?
so glad you brought that up
Yeah.
because I'm a living witness to that. My sister's an MD. And my last baby, I delivered myself in the hospital in the bathroom because they
Oh,
kept
wow.
telling me I wasn't in labor. They don't take Black women serious. They think we're strong. We can take the pain. And
Yeah.
so this is what my sister kind of explained to me. And so when I told the doctor I was in labor, this is at 10 o'clock. I had already had 2 other kids. I don't get contractions up front. I get them in my back. And I explained to her, I said, ma'am, I am in labor. She said, no, you're
Yeah.
not. No, you're not. And it was a resident doctor. That's why I do not deal with resident doctors. You be careful when you pick your doctor. Make sure your doctor has the credentials. You research your doctor. And then you make sure your doctor is not a resident. And I told that young lady I was pregnant. I mean, I'm not sorry I'm pregnant. I was in labor. And she told me
Yeah.
I wasn't. She gave me some Ambien to help me sleep.
Mm.
She gave me morphine for pain. And she gave me a Norco for pain because I was in a lot of pain.
Mm.
That was about, and I had to get a blood
Mm.
transfusion.
Wow.
So I got 2 blood transfusions, and that was
Mm.
up 12 o'clock at night.
Oh,
I
wow.
woke back up at 3 o'clock in the morning in intense pain. I jumped
Oh,
up and went to the bathroom like I had to use the bathroom.
Mm.
I delivered my
oh.
baby.
You're going in and out.
I
Simone.
delivered my baby
Mm.
myself in the bathroom.
Wow.
Had
I
I
feel
not looked
mine.
down, I was going to flush, right? And I looked down and I saw my baby looking up at me.
Oh my
I was,
God.
I was so high off all the medicines that they gave
Oh,
me that I didn't even know I had gave birth.
We're missing some in and out.
She was stating that
I'll
she
get
was
on
in
my
the
other
hospital.
device. I was trying my new device to see if it works. I'll get on my other one.
Okay.
Okay.
Lady Troy, with me kind of feeling a little bit.
Go ahead, babe.
Okay,
Mom,
she was stating that, choose your doctors, be careful, but she was the strength of a mother. She was under so much
yeah,
medication that she went to the bathroom and actually gave birth. And she looked into the commode and she saw her child. And Lady Detroit,
Wow.
that was nothing but the Lord to give you that strength, that vision to see.
Uh,
Good God
yeah.
Almighty, I gave birth to a premature child. It
Oh
almost took me
wow.
and my child out of this world. Okay.
wow.
Yes. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I can not only empathize, but I can sympathize. But that right there, and I'm not saying that as in I'm just giving something of little consequence. No, that is a testimony. She had enough
Yeah.
presence of mind. Ambien, morphine, those are some very heavy
Yeah.
hitters. God, Lady
and
Troy,
don't
whoa.
forget I had Norco too. She gave me Norco.
No, she didn't.
So, yep, I
Oh,
had
while
an
you were
Ambien
pregnant?
while I was pregnant, and she said you could take a Norco. And when I got I woke up. So I said it was nobody but God. That's why I know it's the Most High, because He woke me up because I was knocked
I'm
out.
gonna start crying.
I was knocked
Yeah.
out, completely knocked out. I wobbled into the bathroom and went, and something told me to look down. And I looked down and my baby was looking up at me. So I reached and got her out the toilet. And I still was so out of it. I'm thinking I'm dreaming. I pushed the button and I said, I think I just gave birth to my baby. I'm not sure. And I fell back in the bed with my baby. And the lady came down there. Everybody came running down there. And the resident goes and tells me, what did you just do? And right then, I'm not going to say what I said to her at that point
Mhm.
because it wasn't
Yeah.
nice. But yeah, so women don't get taken care of. They wouldn't give me. I fought like hell. I was having such a hard pregnancy, my last pregnancy,
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
they didn't want to give me Medicaid. They didn't want to because I had got laid off. The country was going into um, the big three had filed for bankruptcy, Chrysler Day,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I was on laid off. So Chrysler Day, I had to get Medicaid. It took them 4 months to give me Medicaid. It was just a mess. And so
What?
my baby, my youngest baby, that's why she was born at 31 weeks. She's like I explained before, she has a lot of delays that she had to overcome. Now she's fine. She just, has the cancer. But I had a
Mm.
very,
Mine.
and they label it back to my birth.
Simone, is there any way that I can get in touch with you?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anyone we know in common?
Yeah, we can get, and that's what made me go into law. That's why I ended up. I'm sorry. Let me cut you off.
Yeah.
That's what made me go into the field of get my second degree in law
Mm.
because the way I was treated at that hospital,
Mm.
I was treated like a dog, less than a dog.
Mm.
Yeah.
And this is why I can tell people they don't treat black women the same. But I will say this: I had a white nurse who did not want to leave my side
Uh-huh.
because she saw when I was getting my blood transfusion, the last contraction, I shook the side of my bed. And
Mm. Mm.
Wow.
she said, I believe you in labor. I said, Nurse Barnett. I remember her name to this day. I said, Nurse Barnett, I am in labor. I'm telling you I'm in labor. She said, and they kept telling her, Nicole, you have to go to lunch. She said, I don't want to leave her. I don't want to leave her.
Mm.
She was sitting up there. She was just wiping me down. She didn't want to leave me. They made her go to lunch. And when I gave birth to my baby, she sat there in the bed. I was just exhausted. I didn't want to push after birth. I didn't want to do anything. And she made me do it. And then I was so tired. I said, Nurse Burnett, she said, Simone, let's get in the shower. I said, I can't get in the shower. I'm exhausted. I can't. I'm too tired. I was not tired. I was high
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
all the
Yes.
medicine they had gave me. So
Simone,
she
I
made me
know
get in the
you
shower.
do, girl. I know my son. We have some similarities.
So when they don't take care of black women, when Serena went in, she almost died because she was
Yeah.
having blood clots and she forced them to do the X-ray. Had she not forced them, she would have died. So Black women, we don't know enough. And like I said, my sister was a doctor. Thank God my sister was an MD. My sister came in the next day and cussed everybody out when she came in that morning.
Yeah.
And she said, my niece could have died.
Yes,
My
and so
sister was
could you.
so upset.
So could you. All that medication they gave you?
Yep, my sister.
An overdose waiting to happen.
Yep.
God had you covered.
I was so high, I did not know I gave birth. That's how high I was.
Can I tell you all my story? It'll be kind of short and sweet.
Yes.
I empathize and sympathize, and God be the glory.
Yes.
And your daughter is beautiful, fine, and healed. Nothing. Don't you ever see she's delayed or anything.
Yes.
Okay? I don't want to hear those words anymore.
You're right.
Okay? She's not delayed.
Yes.
Okay? She's not challenged. She's not delayed. Nothing. She's blessed.
You're right.
Okay? Amen.
Amen. But what was funny, my cousin said she already came into the world because she was born in the toilet. My cousin Joker said she was born into a shitty existence already. So we kind of laughed and joked about it.
And you know what? And she gonna get a world of hell. Okay?
Yeah.
In a good way. All right?
Yes. But I just say, I tell my story because I want women to know. And that's why I believe it. She did probably go in there. Like when we're diagnosed with cancer. I had a doctor with my cancer diagnosis. Because that's when I found out I was pregnant again. You know, when you go to the doctor, you get pregnant. That's how I found out my cancer had returned. And so they
you were on the platform with us.
Huh?
You were on a platform with Gina and I.
Right.
And someone disrespected you.
We were on Nika's when that happened.
Okay.
And when you go in, you have to force your doctors to test. I had and I hate to say this, a non-American doctor. And her thing was she just gave you pills for everything.
Simone?
She never ever forced you to, she never followed through. So when I changed doctors, I said, you know what, I'm getting Black doctors. I'm gonna find Black doctors. My sister became my doctor, and then she made me go to other Black doctors. That's how I found out my cancer had returned. I have found out everything because I found doctors who actually cared about me.
Yes. Simone, you made me realize that I'm not tripping, and my son is going to be 20 years old, God willing, in August. I was in the hospital because I was in preterm labor. I mean, pretty much all of my pregnancy, okay?
Okay.
And I couldn't breathe because I don't know if you know that magnesium sulfate they give you.
Yes.
It's hell, right?
It is.
And I kept telling them I can't breathe, but my chest x-rays were perfectly fine. And so 12 angels stood around my bed. Okay, 12 angels stood around my bed. One was my deceased father. If you do not get out of this hospital door, you nor your son's going to make it. I had already named my child. So when they, every day they take you and give you the ultrasound when you're high risk. Mm-hmm. So the doctor was from the Middle East. My doctor's on vacation with his partner. He asked me where I was from. I said, my mother's Parisian and my father's Egyptian, okay?
Okay.
He called me a mutt.
Hey, y'all. I'm finna come back and sit here the rest of the time. I left for a minute because I told her it'll be on about an hour. We got about 10 more minutes. If anybody else got anything else they want to discuss, I think my niece did a great job. I kept leaving because when I was saying something, she wanted to do this. I think she did a great job, and I appreciate it. Thank everybody for respecting her. I didn't have no trolls or nothing, as y'all can see today. I don't think so. How phenomenal. We did good, huh? So I really appreciate that. So I'm going to do the link one more time. I'm going to stay here now the rest of the time till we go out in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
But I'm enjoying you ladies, the panel. I know she is too because she just smiling. Because she was telling me the other day if she decided to do a channel, she would do some mukbangs. What else did you say? What is it? Mukbangs? Yeah. Mukbangs or something like that. Oh, but but she's a good girl. She was brought up in Christ all her life. She's a very good girl.
And the reason why I'm bringing all this up, and I think Lady Detroit, is because we as women, and you're gonna, God willing, you're gonna get married and have a child and everything. I'm gonna call Mom blessed niece like that, okay? If you don't mind, because I call you your aunt Mom.
Go ahead. Yes, you can call me that.
Okay, Mom bless me. This is cute. Um, you're gonna get married. Take your time.
Yes.
Because what Simone and I just were speaking of was hardship bringing in a blessing, okay?
Yeah, it
And let
was.
me also state this. Most high risk hospitals are in areas of low income.
And inner
Why?
Yeah,
cities. Yep.
Because
that's
you
true.
follow me? So they
Yes.
labeled me when he called me a mutt. And you know what I
Oh,
did? You cannot beat the Lord. I'm sorry I'm so preachy today. But he
yeah.
said, if you don't contract, I'll give you a surclass. I knew what I wanted because those angels stood around my bed and said, I need to leave. And I wanted a surclass. He says, well, if you
Yeah.
don't contract, I'll give you one. 8 hours. I stood there. I had the Bible in my hand and I talked to my son. I said, don't move, baby. Don't move for 8 hours straight. I didn't talk to anyone. Anyone. They kept coming in and they kept looking at the paper. No, I was in labor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And 8 hours said, can you call the doctor? I want my surclass. That was the deal.
Yeah.
Told me to follow up with my doctor. That was a
And this,
Friday.
and we're just telling you these stories because you were talking about black when you talked about that young lady. They haven't said what she
Yes.
died from yet, and I want to answer somebody's question in the chat. Blessed, somebody on the name Blessed said, did you have to have your nurse to help you go to bed? No, I didn't. My nurse wasn't in the room. They left
Yeah.
me after I got my blood transfusion. So no, I wasn't only connected to one monitor. But I want to
Hide it.
say
Hide it.
when when you pick your field you want to go into,
Mm,
and when you hear these stories, where do you see yourself, Jay, in the next 10
yes.
years? I saw someone ask that question.
Right. Honestly, I've always, I put in ever since I was a kid, honestly, I put in a lot of thought. I always wanted to be in something that had to do with medical.
Mm,
Oh,
But
okay.
yes, I took back in high school, I took crime and justice and I
okay.
took government. And hearing stories like these, I was always like, I really want to do something that impacts and helps people, because
Mm,
the stories like what you guys are saying, that is really true, and it needs to be said, and it needs to be something done about it. And
that is,
so
yes, 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 yes.
in 10 years,
Mhm.
I see myself uh, just being successful and just helping people,
Amen.
That's right.
honestly.
Amen. And that's where you start.
Well,
Yes.
did you want to go into criminal justice? Because I have that's my first degree, and I actually was in criminal justice originally. I worked
Yeah.
at a prison, and it was so depressing to me
Mm,
Yeah,
that
that's
I left it. A prison is depressing to work
yeah.
in,
mhm, mhm.
and I would say if you're going to criminal justice field, know exactly what you want to do, and
Yeah.
then focus on that. Because like you have to, they make you take ballistics, they make you take all these classes. If that's not the field you're going to go into, you're not going to even need.
Yeah.
And
So
I'm also give you some advice too. If you go into law, like albeit to God, I have met the rule of 60 to retire, my bless, and I'm not even 50 yet.
That's wonderful.
Okay. You
yeah,
work hard, you stay focused. Don't work
Yeah.
so hard to the fact of the matter you make yourself sick, but stay focused and driven. Do not let your girlfriends take you off your course. You do not need
Yeah.
a lot of girlfriends. You pick one or two.
Yeah.
Let them prove themselves as friends to you.
Yeah.
Okay. There will be people that will try, and I call it lightweight hate. I can tell you're very beautiful inside and out. Your
Thank you.
spirit is beautiful.
it
Thank you.
is.
Okay.
And was
When
there
you go,
anything else you want to talk about, Jay?
Yes.
Because I want to give you the floor because
yeah,
it's your show.
it is a show. I just wanted to give her a little bit of advice that why I
Yeah,
came back to
definitely,
Detroit.
Thank you.
definitely.
I also I just wanted to touch back to what you were saying about Black women still being mistreated when it comes to
Uh,
medical attention, because I have a friend back in Vegas who she takes care of her mother, and her mother is very sick.
Oh
And
wow.
I know she told me something that bothered her. She's very hot-headed, but at the same time, she could be very sensitive when it comes to people that she cares about.
uh,
And she was telling me about how her mother was she began to get very like delusional and things like that. She was actually telling me, long story short, her mom was taking a nap, but ever so often she would wake up and just randomly say stuff like, who is that sitting in the corner and stuff like that, but there would be nobody there. And so it got to the point she had to call the ambulance. And when the ambulance got there, she was all like, it upsetted her because they started asking questions. Like, her mom's been in and out the hospital, and so they give her like IVs and stuff, but the IV cords have to wrap around her arm. And so the ambulance people arrive and starts asking her mother like all these unnecessary questions, like, have you been getting abused and stuff like that. And she was all like, no, nobody has been abusing her. And not only that, but she's already delusional, so you're asking her questions and she's already confused about like her surroundings and stuff like that. Like, why, like, what do you mean has she been getting abused? It's the IV cords that you could clearly see. There was like cords of marks on her, yet the ambulance people just started asking like questions like that, and started asking her questions like, has she been drinking, has she been smoking, and doing drugs and stuff. And it really just like upsetted her, and she just felt like very mistreated unfairly, because that wasn't the case at all, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just cases like what you guys say that really I don't know, it really bothers me.
Question: how old is this
It
friend of
sounds like
yours?
she has the beginning of onset dementia.
Yes.
Is what it
Yeah.
sounds like to me. And also what it sounds like, they unfortunately, when the ambulance comes, they ask those questions, and those are questions, whether black, white, Asian, they should be asking, period. And those are questions they can't get around, because they have to figure out which way they're going to treat you and where they should be taking you to. So
Yeah.
that part kind of goes the course. Just like if you ever had to call 911, they ask you a million questions and you're sitting there like, what in the heck does this have to do with what I
With
called for?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
Yeah, but
that's what it is.
Simone, my question was, how old is her friend? That's very important.
Yeah, that
my
too.
friend, she's 18.
And
She doesn't have anyone helping her.
yeah.
No, it's just her.
Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah.
That's she may want to seek services in
Yeah.
her area. Go to the human services department there, and we have Michigan Department of Human Services here. I don't know what Las Vegas is called. Maybe I could Google and look it up and text it to Bless for you. Have your
Yeah.
friend call there and get some services, get some help, because at 18 she can't be the only person
Yeah.
doing taking care of her mother. It's gonna age her, and it's gonna wear her down. They provide nurses and caregivers and different things if you qualify, and it sounds like she will qualify.
Excuse me, I'm gonna drop off.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say, you guys. Good morning for you guys that just coming in.
I sent something for your niece to get her nails done.
Okay, thank you. That's
Okay.
exactly what she wanted to go do. She sent a cash up before you get your nails done
thank
today.
you.
Okay, we appreciate it. Oh, I hear it too.
Okay. God
I
bless
I
told
love
you
that
all.
Bless to
sound.
stay out of
But
those
I
nails
want
the
to thank
last show.
everybody
Listen.
for interacting and coming and conversing back and forth with my niece. She did
I'm gonna check
good
on her.
today.
Bless. I'm checking
Yeah,
on her. I
thank you
just
for
picked
coming
up a
on.
little protege.
Okay, and those that just came on, you catch the replay. We gotta go. It's been an hour, and I just love everybody. And we finna dance out of here, y'all. Let me
All
get the
right,
music going.
let's do it.
Y'all not gonna. Well, I might let y'all see me dancing. Let me
Okay,
get
I'm
over
gonna
there
drop off. I'm gonna drop off. I was gonna dance with your niece. She stole my heart.
No, I don't think she want to throw. Yeah, come on, I'm turning the music on, but she's not gonna show us that right now. She just got
Okay.
she got her hair tied
All
up.
right.
So we'll be back on maybe later on tomorrow if she want to do it again. All
Okay.
right, but I'm
Yep.
gonna dance my way out of here. I'm gonna show
God bless.
myself for a minute so I can do my little boogie up on out of here, girl. I'm still in my robe, but that's okay.
Go bless.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my niece. I wish she could stay forever. Hey,
Hey, go bless. It's your birthday. Go bless. It's your birthday.
Tulu. Love you guys.
Mwah.
My hair all over my head. Y'all see me look crazy this morning.